Also, I'm sorry for my awkward dance moves. Y'all asked for this. Y'all asked for this video, so here we are. Hey guys, it's Amanda here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, nice to meet you. Today I have for you guys my worship playlist, songs that I sing to that glorify the Lord. So let's just jump right in. Right before we get started, in my last video, I promised you guys that I would shout out the person who found the missing Bible verse. And that person did find the missing Bible verse, and they also found the emoji that I left in the at the end of the video. So shout out to Vanessa for finding that Bible verse. Last week's verse of the day was Philippians 2:7. So congrats, Vanessa. Now it's your turn to find the hidden Bible verse in this video, and stay all the way to the end so you find that emoji, and comment down below once you do, and you'll get a shout out in my next video. So before we get started, go ahead and take out your notepad or your phone and open up your notes because you're gonna need it, because I'm gonna put you on to some bangers. Second, share some love by subscribing, liking this video, and commenting down below what your favorite song or what your favorite artist is, so that way we can put all of these Christians onto some good music. I split this up into categories and genres. So the first genre that I have, and by the way, all of these songs are Christian artists. All of these songs glorify the Lord. That's why I decided to make this playlist, so that way no matter what genre of music you listen to, and no matter what type of music you like, you're going to find something that you like as a Christian. And I know that it seems like some of the music seems cheesy, or some of the music might not resonate with you. Just look for certain artists or certain songs, because trust me, I was on the hunt for some good music when I became a Christian, and it took me a while, but I did find some. So the first category that I have is soft hip-hop beats, or like lo-fi type beats. The artist that I really love is called Montell Fish, but he also has an album, I think it's with Lord's Child and Montell Fish. They have an album called Bedroom Lo-Fi, and I absolutely love this album. This is the album that I put in the background when I'm praying, or when I'm just doing chores, or I need to focus. I usually put those lo-fi type beats, and I edit or I study the Bible. So my favorite songs from the album are God-Given Dreams and The Number 7, or it's literally The Number 7. But let me play a little bit of God-Given Dreams for y'all. So I'm probably gonna have to chop up some of that just so that I don't get copyrighted, but hopefully that gives you a taste of what kind of music this is. I love kind of the rain sounds in the background. It's super soothing. This is great music to meditate to if you're meditating on the Word of God and you just want to be still in His presence. This is the type of music that you're gonna need. So the next genre of music is actually a genre that I hold near and dear to my heart, because before I was Christian, I actually loved rap music, and that was my jam. I used to listen to Kanye, I used to listen to Kendrick Lamar. 2 Chainz was my favorite artist. I know you can rash my life in the comments, but my first concert was Lil Wayne versus Drake. So I still love rap music, but I like rap music that glorifies the Lord. So I'm gonna name some of my favorite Christian rap artists for you guys, but I also want to say that it was super hard to choose just one album, but I chose the most recent album that was released. This one is by GAWVI. It's called Heathen. I'm gonna get into that, but let me just name some of my favorite Christian rap artists. So number 1, obviously GAWVI, Nobigdyl, Mineo, WhatupRG, Lecrae, 1K Phew, and Brasel. All of them have absolute bangers. Most of them collab with each other, so it just makes for some great music if you guys want to check it out. GAWVI just released his album called Heathen, and I absolutely love this album. I literally found out today that he released it, so I started listening to the first couple songs, Difficult, Jit, Skull, but my favorite by far has to be Climate Change and Not Too Far. Both songs are so well written, and it speaks to my heart. I'm gonna play a little bit of Not Too Far for you guys, just so you guys can hear a little bit, because I love this song. It's so good. Also, I'm sorry for my awkward dance moves. Y'all asked for this. y'all asked for this video, so here we are. Now that we've covered rap, I'm gonna jump into the next genre that I have, and that is gospel. And like, I'm talking about like gospel. I love like the choir singing. I'm gonna tell you guys some of my favorite albums that really have some like good gospel songs. Number one has to be Long Live Love by Kirk Franklin. My number one favorite song from that album has to be Spiritual, and let me play that song for y'all. So this song is really, really good. It also reminds us, like this song in particular reminds us, because the lyrics are, help me to see this is not my home and everything is spiritual. You made me spiritually. So it reminds me that this isn't my home and I am just a passerby in this world, and my true home is with God in heaven. So I love this album. I listened to it nonstop when it came out. Kirk Franklin is one of the top artists when it comes to gospel music, and he's been around for forever. But I want to tell you guys, one of my favorite albums from Kirk Franklin has to be The Rebirth of Kirk Franklin. It has like all of the jams, like Hosanna, it has Caught Up, He Reigns. Oh my gosh, so many good songs. So if you guys really want like some old school gospel, I really love those songs. The next album that I have that's really for gospel music is Jesus is Born. I love this album. This is the Sunday Choir. This is by the Sunday Choir, but this doesn't have Kanye in it. Not that I have anything against Kanye at all. I actually really love his new album, and I'm like so happy that he is now a Christian. But Jesus is Born is actually just the choir singing, and I don't know why, but I love this album more than the album that Kanye came out with, just because like, I don't know, the choir singing is so good, and it makes me like think about how heaven is going to be like. Is there going to be a choir singing all the time? Because honestly, I would love to be part of the choir. My favorite songs from this album have to be Balm in Gilead, Sunshine, and Back to Life. If you're on TikTok, you've probably already heard Back to Life, but let me play a little snippet from the song so you guys can recognize it. The vocals are insane. I wish I could sing like that. It's absolutely amazing what this choir has done and what Kanye has done. So I'm so thankful for this album. So next genre that I love but my mom doesn't is rock music. I grew up, like I was an emo kid back in the day, like early 2000s. Let's not talk about it. My outfits were, whew, they were really bad. But some of the artists that I used to listen to back in the day were actually Christian, and I recently found out about that. I posted it on Instagram too, that I was listening to the Flyleaf's self-titled album, and I was listening to All Around Me. That song still gets me crying till this day. Like I bawl my eyes out. And now that I'm a Christian and I realize what the song was about, wow, it really hits me hard. One of the artists that I love listening to is Flyleaf. My favorite album from them has to be Memento Mori. My favorite songs from Memento Mori has to be Beautiful Bride, Chasm, Missing. I loved these songs so very much. I believe the lead singer Lacey is no longer part of the group. Obviously she's been part for a long time, but I'm just really happy. Like this album is from back in 2009, but I still love this album. However, they still released some new albums and I checked them out and they're actually really good, so check out Flyleaf. Next artist, part of rock that I listened to back in the day too. I went down a rabbit hole of my emo playlist. Don't even get me started. One of the songs that I realized was also Christian from back in the day was Skillet, Whispers in the Dark, and I re-listened to that song and I was just like, I cannot believe this was Christian. I never realized it. It is such a good song. Even to this day, I almost cried listening to that song because it obviously brought back a lot of memories for me, but I love that song. And like, let me play just a little bit of the song just so that you guys can realize what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, it brings back to like the days where I wore my hair like this, y'all. Like I legitimately wore my hair like this all day, every day, and until like my teacher called my mom and told her I had to stop wearing my hair like that. Those were the days. So the final category that we're getting into is like the modern worship songs. I don't necessarily know what to call them, maybe like pop or like alternative, maybe. Not alternative, but y'all know what I'm saying. The modern worship songs that I listen to is some of the Hillsongs. I don't listen to too much Hillsong. I don't know, just not my cup of tea, but I do like some of their songs. Obviously Oceans is a beautiful song. I also love So Will I, but the version that always gets me to cry is Tori Kelly's cover of So Will I. And by the way, Tori Kelly is another great artist. I would lump her in with like, she just started releasing gospel music, maybe more of the modern stuff, but her album Hiding Place was released the same year that I dedicated my life to Christ, and that album is like held near and dear to my heart. Anyways, the more modern songs, So Will I, but the Tori Kelly version. And I recently have been listening to this album non-stop. It's called Citizen of Heaven by Tauren Wells, and oh wow, it's such a good album. He like makes such good music. So some of my favorite songs from this album has to be Citizen of Heaven, Close, Perfect Peace, and Famous For. I love these songs. Let me just play a little bit of this album. I'm gonna play Citizen of Heaven. Pray to the system. Wow, what a banger. I love this album. So if you guys are looking for, like, if you guys didn't like any of the genres that I listed above, if you guys want like more modern pop songs, I would recommend Tauren Wells in general and this album specifically, Citizen of Heaven. Okay guys, so that was my entire worship playlist. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite artist or what your favorite song was. And if I forgot to mention anybody, or if you have a favorite artist that I don't know about, list it down below, because I want y'all to put me onto some good music. But by the way, did you find the hidden Bible verse? I left it somewhere in this video. If you find it, leave a comment down below. Also, if you made it all the way to the end, leave a strawberry emoji. If you guys find that Bible verse and leave a strawberry emoji down below, I will shout you guys out in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know down in the comments below how you're all doing, and let me know about any prayer requests. I'm always praying for you guys. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.